Hi everyone, thanks for coming back to another creative aging project with me, Sharon, here in the Idea Factory. This particular project is our sugar skull magnet slash pin. This is what was supposed to have aired last week, but I was out with my kiddo and was unable to do it. So let's just get started. We'll jump right in. The kit that you guys get from Collective makes 2 sugar skulls. So we're going to go through the process of making the face of one, and then I'll show you how to stuff a different one. All right, so let's get started right away. So you have the option of either using buttons for the eyes of both of your skulls, or you can use floss and make a flower. You all know that I am not very good at embroidering, so I'm not going to probably make a great flower. But to start with, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the teeth of this skull. So I have white here on this needle, and I pre-threaded all my needles today because you know how awful it is for me to try to get my needles threaded while I'm on camera. So what we're going to do is make one real long stitch just right across his mouth there, kind of dividing it in half. As you can see, it does not have to be straight. In fact, I think it's probably cuter if it isn't. And then we're just going to go back over this like so, with a bunch of other little stitches to make his teeth. All right, and his mouth is just that simple. So now our skull has a nice little mouth, and we'll go ahead and tie that off. And we're going to give him a nose too. Now with his nose, you can make all kinds of different options, but I'm probably just going to make a triangle here with white. It's going to go like this. Oops, I forgot to put a knot at the bottom of my thread. I'm telling you, sewing is not my jam. Okay, here we go. All right. And I'm making this kind of like your nose would actually be in your skull, which is actually a triangle, but sort of a branched triangle. You do not have to do it this way. This is just how I'm doing it, which is the beauty of the whole thing. Oh, I have a glue gun over there, and I just stuck my finger on it. But there's his nose. I think that's pretty cute. So I'm going to tie that guy off too, and we're going to move on to putting on the buttons. Okay, so there he is. And I'm going to use, I think, for his eyeball, some of my yellow. Put a button on. And when you're doing this, you are always able to, once you have your button on, add some extras, because the best part of the sugar skull is the fact that it is decorated. So I think I'm going to add a couple little extras here. Make it look maybe like a little sunflower if I can get this going nicely. There we go. It's a little extra bit of a flower. I'll probably add more with a different color. But so I'm going to actually leave this guy there so I don't have to rethread a needle, and then we're going to go ahead and put his other little eyeball on. For him, I'm going to use pink. And they don't need to be straight. Again, I think it's cuter if they're not. This little button and my fine motor skills are having some struggles, but there we go. And I'll let you know that it's okay for the back of this to look messy. There's no reason for this to look neat in the back because we're just going to, although that's pretty messy, tie him up. And I'm going to do something similar with the pink on this side. Alright, and then I'm actually going to go over to the other side with my pink and add some pink lines over there because I think that will make it look pretty and just more colorful. The whole idea of doing the sugar skulls is to really make them look colorful and festive, because that would be what we're doing with the actual sugar skulls. I don't know if you've ever come to a sugar skull decorating class here at the library. That Maria, who is our Hispanic resource coordinator, puts on. They're amazing. In case you're wondering, we spend a lot of time every year helping her put the sugar skulls together. We have to make them ourselves with a meringue powder and sugar, and it is actually very interesting how they get made, and they're very pretty when they're done. And then we decorate them all with fabric paint and spangles and things. And if you haven't come, let me hopefully encourage you to come next year, when hopefully we'll get to have it in person again. Alright, so that's one eyeball done completely, if you'll see there. Ta-da! I'm going to go ahead and tie him off. We'll finish up that second one, and that'll be all I'll do here on camera, but you guys can add cross stitches or French knots or anything that you think would look really cute on your sugar skull. I'd probably add some cross stitches around the face, maybe right here across the mouth, if we had time and I wasn't just demoing. But since we've got 2 videos today, I wanted to make sure that we had every time to do both of them, although the gnomes don't take very long. And I would also like to let you know that if you want a kit for either one of these, I have quite a few left. You can always drop me a line at sharon.rice@pueblolibrary.org with your name and phone number, and we'll make sure we get one to you. Calling isn't ideal. Calling is hard because I don't actually have a phone in my office, and while it does go to my cell phone, I don't always have it on me because of the nature of working. So if you can email me, that's the best, and if not, we'll try to make it work. So there we go. There's 2 eyes on that particular sugar skull, and then I would probably whip stitch or something, or do some cross stitches, because I also have purple here to try. But that's done. So to put it together, you're going to take your 2 pieces and whip stitch them, and here's one that I've done already. That's been whip stitched. So see, there's 2. That's the magnet. There's 2 pieces here, and this is open. So we're gonna go ahead and stuff it full. And we don't need a lot of stuffing, just a little. And shove it on in there. I don't want to make him too poofy because this is going to be a magnet. Alright, so once that's done, we'll just go ahead and sew them closed. Quickly. And this is that whip stitch that I was talking about. And that's what we've used all the way around the sugar skull. And I'm going to tie them off. Alright, and then last but not least, this is where you're going to use that good old trusty hot glue and either put the pin if you want to wear it, although it's not exactly sugar skull season anymore. Sorry that I missed it. I was pretty excited, but I had to stay home with my son. We had a babysitting issue last week. And then there we go. So this one's done. He's nice and poofy. Alright, thanks for watching this, and next I'll see you for making gnomes. Have a great day.